The biggest challenge that we face these days is fentanyl, because fentanyl is often sold as a standalone drug, but it is also sold very often as an imitation drug. They will create fentanyl pills that will be stamped and formed to look like pills of something else, to try to throw law enforcement off the scent. There are many cases of drug crimes where, for example, just selling marijuana and they test it at a lab and lo and behold, there's fentanyl in it. And I think everybody just knows by now that fentanyl is extraordinarily dangerous and that one dose can kill a person. It can also not, and very often, much more often than not, doesn't kill somebody. But the fact that it does, and very often when it does, it's a very high profile situation. So no prosecutor wants to be known as somebody who's soft on that, because usually the kinds of people that get taken from us with those sorts of overdoses are not the kinds of people that you would expect. We're talking about high school kids overdosing when they think they're taking Adderall, and turns out there was fentanyl in it, and that's what killed them. Despite the sort of progressive nature of law enforcement these days, or at least prosecutions these days, fentanyl still strikes a tough note. And if you're caught with fentanyl, especially distributing significant amounts of it, they're going to come down really hard on you. So that's the biggest thing is, before it was always, all the tough drugs were kind of lumped together and sort of treated the same. But now that fentanyl has really kind of emerged, and it's so prolific, it is so dangerous, they really do treat fentanyl cases very differently than any other case that we have out there.